Hello, thanks for joining me for another shave. Today is Sunday, and the first Sunday of August, and I'm going to do a lather catcher Sunday shave over on Toast 3. First Sunday of every month, we do a face shave with a lather catcher. Sometimes I do a head shave with them, but I'm kind of the outlier there. And what is a lather catcher? Well, a lather catcher is the first form of safety razor. I'll say that. There are some people that say some others came up with a straight razor with a guard, but I'm going to talk about commercially. The Camphy Brothers 1880 was the first commercial razor, and it used wedge blades. Now, I have the prototype, but I didn't bring it down with me. You can see by the thumbnail, I got a couple of lather catchers here. I was going to use the Eveready 1907-ish, but it's kind of aggressive. I don't have like a week's worth of growth. I think I'm just going to do it with the Gem Junior bar. I really like the shave from this. This is my favorite of all my lather catchers. This is just too aggressive for me. As you can see, they have that shovel kind of look to them, and what that was is it was meant to trap the whole pass of hair and stubble, because remember, these are from, well, these ones here are from the early 1900s, but when lather catchers came out with the Camphy Brothers, there wasn't running water, so you know, it was meant to catch everything, then you could dunk it in your basin. And the original one used wedge blades, and both of these will use wedge blades. They just use a different system. And they look very similar, but they are different. This is medium mild, more towards the mild side. This is on aggressive from 1 to 10. I put this one at a 7 or an 8. It's, yeah, it's up there. And the spring on this one has a lot of tension that it puts on the blades, on the blade. And speaking of blade, I've got a brand spanking new Gem Persona PTFE coated stainless blade. They're a little difficult to get out of the wrapper when they're new. And I will be ordering some Accutech versions of these, because 2 or 3 of you asked me to review them because people have had issues with them. I've heard the same stuff, but then I've also heard people that have had, you know, they say they're exactly the same. So I don't lift up the bar. All I do is I slip it under the bar like that, and then you flip the latch, and that's that. Make sure it's on the blade stops. This has small blade stops. This one's a little bit bigger, and it holds the blade a little more secure. So that's that. All right, all loaded up. And remember, lather catcher has an open top. The Eveready 1914 is not a lather catcher. The Star Single 6 with a flip top, that is not a lather catcher. The last Eveready was the one with the metal handle. I can't remember, what's that, a 10-ish? Something like that. There's some Gem Juniors as well. And there is a prototype Eveready. It looks like the Eveready 1914, but without a top cap. I'd love to get my hands on that, because that was they're very rare, and that was a lather catcher as well. Soap today, I got the Colgate cup soap. For a brush, and I forgot to soak it again, is the Century number 3. This is, I got this new old stock. It's boar, but it's soft. Oh, it's nice broken in. I got the Lucky Witch Hazel today, and I just picked some Old Spice classic, because I had the bottle. This stuff's expensive. I think it's almost up to like to $7-8 for a bottle. I seen some on sale. I've got some hot, warm water here, so I'll just dunk the brush in there, and while I'm starting everything here, I will let that soak for a minute or two. All right, I got the vintage cup soap. Oh, almost lost the puck, but I'm just going to use it like a shave puck. Sorry about that. My uncle showed up, so he's right out the window here. He's like, "Hey, hey!" And I didn't want to, so I cut that out. But no, this stuff lathers pretty good. I mean, for sitting in a box for, what, 40, 50 years, all the scent's gone, but the soap's still good. Hope this was long enough. Let's see. Oh, making a mess. So now I'm sticking with my vintage razors for a while, other than that Henson, which when I'm done here, after this video, I'm going to go order. I haven't looked at the poll yet before I started the video, but I will. And whatever which one won out, I'll order it. If it's the aggressive, it only comes in one colorway. If it's the medium, I'm either going to get the blue or just the normal aluminum. I mean, I'm always wearing a blue shirt. I've got like 5 blue shirts. I started buying other ones in different colors because people used to say, oh, change your, you know, because I live in a small town. Kind of, you know, got a little embarrassed. They're saying like I didn't change my clothes, but I've got, you know, when I go to Dollar General and I buy shirts, or if I go to Walmart and buy shirts, I buy them all in the same color. I used to do the same when I'd order on Amazon as well. I'd get the Gildan t-shirts all in one color because it was cheaper. All right, here we go, first pass. Stuff lathered just fine. You hold the angle. If you want more aggressive, lift up. You want less, ride, you know. There's no cap to ride, so you got to figure out what the angle is. Yeah, I'm glad I went with this and not the Ever-Ready. That truly is a 2-pass razor, that Ever-Ready. You could go up and down, and some people, if you've got fine hair, you could do 1 pass and you'd be good. Now, I don't have to, but I'm just dunking this because it's... Only place it's tricky with one of these because of the latch is under the nose. But I'll be doing 3 passes today, so I'll go side grain. And I keep getting asked this with the gem blades. Remember, 3 facet for shaving, 2 facets for scraping paint. There's nothing worse than taking a 2-faceted blade, loading it in this, and trying to do a shave with it because it's rough as a cob. I've never done it. I watched when I got into these gem razors. I watched Fuzzy and he explained all this. Initially, when I found some gem razors, I went down to the hardware store and I saw, they use a paint scraper blade. Well, good thing I watched Fuzzy before his video on the subject before I went and bought those. So. And this is considered an open comb razor. Both of them are because of how the blade presents to the comb. It's not like a Gillette, you know, it's technically, you know, it is an open comb, but it isn't. Yeah. Should have soaked this longer. Colgate's plenty slick. I don't have any experience with any of the other Colgate soaps other than the shave stick, and that's awesome. That one was new old stock and it still has the scent to it. I've got a couple of pucks of these. I want to send one off. I was going to send Scott with one, but he got a puck of it, so shame with peg leg there. So over to Queechee, they had some, they definitely had some more gem razors today, but they had a bunch of straight razors, and I felt bad. The guy that sells the razors, the guys that work there told him that I collect razors, and he interpreted that as straight razors. So when I was there, there was a pile of straight razors. I felt this big, and I told him, I said, I'm sorry, I don't really collect straight razors. There was Sheffield ones there. There was all kinds. There were some German ones, some Soligan Germany ones. Straight razors aren't my thing. I have a C-Def, Shave-At, whatever, open blade, whatever you want to call it. And that's it. I don't want something I have to send off to have sharpened. I have an issue with the wedge blades as is. With my lather catchers, I can't sharpen them. I'm not skilled enough. I can sharpen a field knife for dressing deer and animals, but when it comes to sharpening a a wedge blade or a straight razor, I know my limits. Yeah, I'm going to need against the grain pass. I'm going to hit this with some more water though. I'm going to hit the puck again. I'm going to experiment, see how buttercream I can get this. I know some of you can't stand the buttercream lather. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Against the grain, last pass. See, it's capturing all of it. I still have that first gem blade, by the way, with almost 40 shaves on it. I might get it out. I wasn't going to get it out for this shave, but I will get it out. I might regret this, but that's good. Yeah, I'll call the shave right there. Probably about a 9.5 on the closeness scale. Why chase irritation when it's close, you know? See any cuts? I think I opened that one up. That's where I got myself with the Ollie-Works razor, and it's kind of, oh darn it, my septic broke. No, I'm not feeling anything. Let's see down here. No, nothing. My septic is disintegrating. Yeah, I'll mess with this later at some point. I've got a couple of them, so I'm not worried about it. Sure, I get off all the septic. Lucky witch hazel. Looking for a budget witch hazel, this is the way to go. If you're in the US, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, it's $1. Either $1.25, Dollar Tree, $1.07, Dollar General. And will help with your irritation. Put some on the dome. I don't have any from yesterday's head shave. And you can see I'm still kind of clean. I got some, you know, like I said, every 2 to 3 days with a head shave and with a face shave. And I normally shave every day. And then Wednesday, I stop shaving so I have enough growth to do a decent face shave video for you guys. So, Old Spice, classic. This is the modern stuff with the plastic container. You still can get the original from India. That's more like the original stuff. Or this stuff's more, it seems like it's diluted compared to the Schulten stuff to me. That's just to my nose. No burn. Oh, that's nice. Nothing wrong with Old Spice. Nothing wrong with a lather catcher shave. Now, how you take care of these? Well, it's just like with DE, and you make sure the blade's not, you see all the gunk built up on there. You take the hot water. Now, if you were using carbon steel blades, you'd want to wipe them. I used to oil them. Rinse out your razor real good. It's the same as DE. Let the blade, I leave it on the counter. I don't have kids around. If I did, I'd put it up high and on a piece of paper towel and make sure the blade's not tipped up so it's taking the edge off. And then let this dry and I wipe these off. As for your brush, just make sure it's rinsed out real good. I dump out my container. This is silver plated. And some people take a paper towel, or you know, and they wipe their brush. I just leave it tipped up to air dry, and that's what I do with that. And then with the soap, I rinse off the puck and let that dry. So that's that. Lather catcher Sunday shave. I hope you guys have a great week. Till I see you on next Sunday with another face shave. Head shave in between that. I don't know what I'm going to get. I haven't done a Schick injector shave in a while. Head shave or face shave. I've got that Type G I need to review for you guys that's not all messed up and taken apart and all that stuff. So yeah, you're looking for these, check on eBay. Etsy, eBay's a little bit better with this. Just do your homework when it comes to them. Make sure the guards aren't bent. Make sure it's not missing the latch. I saw one on there that was missing the latch. Somebody bought it. Also with the bar, you want to have the bar there. Some people say it is just for the wedge blade, but it is kind of a safety thing. So, and make sure that the threads aren't stripped on the handle to the head. That's a problem with this one. I got a piece of nylon thread tape on there to hold this one together. Plate loss, all the kind of stuff you'd think of condition-wise with a razor. With this one's missing the paint on the handle. If that means something to you, you can always have a handle made for one of these. So, and also I recommend you don't get the earlier Campy Brothers ones that don't have the blade stops, because you got to use a wedge blade adapter and all that nonsense. You want one that uses modern gem blades. So that's that. All right. Thanks for watching. Comments or questions down below. You need to get a hold of me, cdandvt802@gmail.com. You guys take care out there, and happy shaves.